It's Thursday, September 4th, 2008. Time for another Smalltalk Daily with James Robertson of Syncom Systems. This morning I'd like to go over something that a lot of people have forgotten even exists, the lowly change set. If you look down here at the bottom of the transcript, you'll notice this thing that reads default, and you might wonder, well, why does it say that? Well, that's because there's a default change set into which everything you do is saved, and you could then do things with that change set. To demonstrate that, let's go ahead and create a new change set. And I'll call this something basic like My Changes. Now, having created that change set, let's just go ahead and do a couple things. A few days ago, I was mucking around with parse tree transformation rule, and in the superclass, I went ahead and added an instance accessing method. So I added this method, changes, that returns changes. And then let's throw that away. Let's go ahead and add a new package. We'll call this Hello World. And in my new package, I want to create a new class. We'll call that Hello. And in that class, we'll go ahead and the initialize method. We'll just add transcript show hello. Not very exciting, but it does allow me to demonstrate a couple things. Let's go ahead and do hello new. Do it. And there it works. Now let's go ahead to this change list here, and you notice that I've been tracking things in my changes. And let's see what that does though. Let's go ahead here and we'll open up the change sets, and that's under the changes option in system. And you'll notice it gives me a list. I've got default, which in this case has nothing in it because this is a fairly new image, and then my changes, which has one class and one method. And I can inspect that, get an inspector on it, and it'll show me that I added a variable or object. I made this method change, I made this component change. What I can do though is I can file this out. Let's save that as mychanges.st. Save that. And I tried this morning, which is why it's warning me. Then I'm going to quit this image without saving it, and I'm going to fire it back up again. And with this image fired up again, I'm now going to do the change list tool. And I'm going to go ahead and read different source from files. And let's go ahead and try mychanges.st. And there it shows me all this stuff. Now I could use the change list tool to replay all that, or I could just do mychanges.st as file name, file in, do it, and if I go ahead and browse that class again, parse tree transformation rule, go ahead and look at the hierarchy, look at transformation rule, you'll notice there's the method. So everything I did, let's just browse class hello, there it is. Everything I did is tracked in that one little change set. So while this is not the way you normally want to save your source code for version control purposes, if you just wanted to take some changes you've done across multiple things in the system and hand them to somebody else maybe for integration, or you wanted to say, well, I was working across 4 or 5 or 20 different packages and I'd like you to take a look at what I did and see if it's a good idea, you can track that in a change set. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Smalltalk Daily today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.